Hello everyone, welcome to StudyIQ. This video will be in English language and I will cover the second part of the May, 4th week, that is from 26th May to 31st of May. For only these 5 days, the number of questions is 130 covered in this video. Extremely useful for all the coming exams. And if you want to buy any of our pen drive courses, especially right now the fast selling courses SSC CGL and RBI Grade B. So on RBI Grade B, we have a 40% discount till 2nd or 3rd of June. So today is 2nd. So till tomorrow night you can avail the discount, and if you want to buy any of our pen drive courses, that is the number that you have to dial, 9580048004. Pen drive is also ready for IBPS PO and Clerk for this year, and also SBI Clerk, and also there is another number 7291059476. So here we go. First question is, who has been awarded the Sangeet Natak Akademi Puruskar for the year 2016? And this award is awarded for the field of music, dance, drama, etc. And this time it has been bestowed upon Mr. Satyabrata Rawat. Satyabrata Rawat is the answer. Please note that there is another award that is awarded by the Sangeet Natak Akademi, that is called Kendra Sangeet Natak Akademi Award. I repeat, Kendra Sangeet Natak Akademi Award for 2016. It has been won by Yakshgan artist. Yakshgan is one of the greatest dancers in India from Karnataka, and this award has been given to Yakshgan artist Suri Kumeri Govinda Bhatt. So these are the two people you have to remember. Sangeet Natak Akademi Puruskar, Satyabrata Rawat, and Kendra Sangeet Natak Akademi Award has been given to Govinda Bhatt, Yakshgan artist. As per a report by the World Economic Forum. Now World Economic Forum has its headquarters in Cologne in Switzerland. Don't confuse it with Cologne. Cologne is in Germany. So by 2050, what will be the size of retirement savings gap in India by 2050? What is retirement savings gap? So, you know, the general thing is that the pension that you get after retirement, it should be 70% of your pre-retirement salary. But of course, that is not the case. So there is a gap, that is called the retirement savings gap, and it will touch in India $85 trillion by 2050. That was, that's a lot of gap. And the savings gap will grow fastest in India, 10%, and China 7%. So keep that in mind. Another thing, you should know the head also of World Economic Forum. It is Mr. Klaus Schwab. Klaus Schwab. And I also told you they ask in exam United Nations High Commissioner for Refugee, Mr. Filippo Grandi. But there is one big change. World Health Organization President Margaret Chan is retired now, and her position is taken by someone else, who I will tell you later in the video. Which movie won the top Palme d'Or prize at the 70th Cannes Film Festival 2017? Cannes Film Festival is a French film festival, and the movie that was awarded the top Palme d'Or prize is The Square. And this movie is directed by Ruben Östlund. Ruben Östlund, and it's a Swedish movie. It's from Sweden. Capital of Sweden is Stockholm. Scientists have recently discovered fossils of a new species of 130 million years old, 13 crore years old predatory marine reptile, which is called Pilosaurs. It's a very, very big reptile, and it's of the size of a bus. And the fossils were discovered in Russia. And the skull was basically discovered. Which of the following has been adjudged as the best emerging destination at the 6th Lonely Planet India Travel Awards 2017? So there were a lot of awards, but overall the best emerging destination was Meghalaya. That is the overall. And Meghalaya Chief Minister is Mukul Sangma. Mukul Sangma is the Chief Minister, and Governor is Banwari Lal Purohit. Banwari Lal Purohit is also the Governor of Assam. Now there were several awards that you need to know. For example, Madhya Pradesh was given the best destination for wildlife. Madhya Pradesh has a lot of beautiful wildlife like Manas National Park, like Bandhavgarh, like Panch National Park, and so on. And the best destination for value was Tamil Nadu. Best destination for culture was Karnataka. And one more you need to know, best destination for adventure was Maharashtra. One more, best destination for romance is Munnar in Kerala. So that's enough. That's all you need to know. Wajahat Attre, he recently passed away. He was a famous what? So he was one of the most famous music directors of Pakistan. He was from Pakistan. Which country has become the first to have come up with a national plan and a local strategy for disaster risk reduction? and there was this conference which is called the United Nations Global Platform for Disaster Risk Reduction. United Nations Global Platform for Disaster Risk Reduction. It was recently held in Cancun, and Cancun is in Mexico. So 176 countries participated, and this was their first meeting since they met in 2015, where they had a Sendai framework for disaster reduction, if you recall. And their next meeting will be in 2019 in Geneva. So, and India was represented by Mr. Kiran Rijiju, who is from Arunachal Pradesh. So the answer to this question is India. India is the first country to have its own national plan and local strategy for disaster risk reduction. There is a new transparent glass frog species. Look at this pretty frog. It has recently been discovered in which country? Which country, scientists have discovered this frog? It is basically transparent. It's a species of frog discovered in Ecuador. The genus name of frog is Rana. That's a scientific name, Rana tigrina. And there are various kinds of frog, but the genus is Rana. And frog is an amphibian. That is, it can live inside water and it can live on land also. So keep that in mind. Rules for which of the following animals have recently been notified under the Prevention of Cruelty to Animals? Basically, now the cattle slaughter is completely banned, and only the farmland owners, they will be allowed to trade at animal markets. This has been done for cattle. And our environment minister right now, because Anil Madhav Dave passed away, he passed away last week. So our new environment minister is Dr. Harshvardhan, who is also the minister for science and technology and earth science. So he has been given the additional charge of environment ministry. Indian economy is expected to grow at 7.2% in this financial year, that is financial year 2018, as per the report titled India Development Report. This report has been issued by, the World Bank. World Bank's headquarters is in Washington DC. It is one half of the Bretton Woods twins, and World Bank's president is Jim Yong Kim, and World Bank's CEO is Kristalina Georgieva. Kristalina Georgieva is the CEO of World Bank. Who has been selected by the Appointments Committee to be the next secretary in the Department of Economic Affairs? Our Economic Affairs Secretary was Mr. Shaktikant Das. Now he has been replaced with Mr. Tapan Ray. So Mr. Tapan Ray is the new Economic Affairs Secretary. And our Finance Secretary is Mr. Ashok Lavasa. Please keep track of one thing, that RBI will soon have a new 1 rupee note. And this 1 rupee note will not have the signature of Finance Secretary, but rather it will have the signature of Economic Affairs Secretary. That was in the circular. So Economic Affairs Secretary is Tapan Ray. And 1 rupee note is the only note in India which does not have the signature of the Governor of the Reserve Bank. Which team won the FA Cup held at Wembley Stadium in London? This team is Arsenal, and now Arsenal's manager Arsene Wenger, he has become the manager to win the most FA Cups. So he has won 7 FA Cups, and FA Cup is the oldest football cup tournament in football, and Arsenal beat Chelsea in the final. So these all things you have to remember. Arsenal is a club from London. Who is going to represent India at the Little Miss University beauty pageant competition that will be held in Georgia in United States of America? So she is only 12 years old. She is from Odisha, and her name is Padmaila Nanda, and she is daughter of famous Supreme Court lawyer Prasanna Kumar Nanda. Which landmark has topped the TripAdvisor's annual Traveler's Choice Awards? Number 1 was Angkor Wat in Cambodia. Beautiful temple in Angkor Wat in Cambodia. And second was the Sheikh Zayed Mosque in Abu Dhabi. This was second. And Mezquita Cathedral de Cordoba, Spain was the third. Which country recently launched the National Satellite Navigation and Positioning System? This is very, very important. And till last year, this country had a constellation of 32 satellites in the navigation system. So this country is China. China's president is Xi Jinping. Currency is yuan or renminbi, and capital is Beijing. India Pacific Islands Sustainable Development Conference was recently held where? And India was represented by our Minister of State for External Affairs, General V.K. Singh. And India will also contribute $1 million to the Fiji Trust Fund for COP23. So Fiji's capital is Suva. So the answer is Fiji. And this conference was inaugurated by the acting Prime Minister of Fiji, Mr. Ayaz Sayed. There is a 2-day long festival which is called Yelagiri Summer Festival. It was recently inaugurated in which state? So it was inaugurated in the Vellore district, and Vellore district is in Tamil Nadu. The Chief Minister is Edappadi Pallaswamy, and the Governor is C. Vidyasagar Rao. C. Vidyasagar Rao is Governor of both Maharashtra and Tamil Nadu. Which institute has backed the Porter Prize 2017 for entrepreneurship education, research, training and institution building? This is the famous Entrepreneurship Development Institute in India, EDI, in Ahmedabad. And the director of this institute is Dr. Sunil Shukla. And GNFC was also awarded for enabling social progress. And this award has been instituted by the Institute for Competitiveness. Which of the following two people they received Distinguished Service Awards? They were recently held at the 25th Annual Authors Guild, which were held in New York. And in fact, one of the persons is very, very eminent because he's a Nobel Prize winner in literature in the year 1993. So his name is Toni Morrison and James Patterson. So Toni Morrison is the one who has won the Nobel Prize in literature in 1993. Which government company, public sector undertaking, recently overtook ONGC to become India's most profitable state-owned company? Earlier, India's most profitable company was ONGC, public sector company, but now it has been leapfrogged by another company, which is the Indian Oil Corporation. In fact, Indian Oil Corporation's profit increased by 70%, and our oil minister is Dharmendra Pradhan from Odisha. Now, please also note that you might be asked the chairman of ONGC. Chairman of ONGC is Mr. Dinesh Saraf, and Indian Oil Corporation oil minister is Dharmendra Pradhan, but the chairman of Indian Oil Corporation is Mr. B. Ashok. So keep all these things in mind. Now, if I talk about private sector company, then Reliance Industry was the most profitable company, Reliance Industry. And Indian Oil Corporation, it posted a net profit of more than 19,000 crore in just 2016. First state-sponsored football academy of Jammu and Kashmir was recently opened where? So it was recently opened in the capital, Srinagar. And the national level player, Mr. Mehrajuddin Wadu, he will be the head. Mr. Mehrajuddin Wadu will be the head of this football academy. Please note, Governor of Jammu and Kashmir is N.N. Vohra, and CM is Mehbooba Mufti. Gregg Allman, he recently passed away. So he was associated with which music genre? He was one of the most famous singers and songwriters in the world, and he founded the Allman Brothers Band. So this genre is the Southern Rock. So the answer is rock. Prasar Bharati, which is India's public broadcaster, it has signed an agreement with the public broadcaster of which country for cooperation in broadcasting sector? This they have done with SNRT, which is the public broadcaster of Morocco. Capital of Morocco is Rabat. It is a North African country. Human Resource Development Minister Prakash Javdekar has launched a mobile app which is called University Grants Commission app, UGC app. Now this will assist students with which procedure? Admission procedure, ragging, information on courses, or all of the above. So now the admission season is on, which means it is the season of ragging also. So students can file complaints about ragging on this app. So the answer is ragging. Which of the following is the Twitter handle created by the Revenue Department to answer goods and services tax related queries from taxpayer? This is GST will be applied from 1st of July. It will subsume a lot of taxes like entertainment tax, like services tax, like VAT and octroi and all that. So GST will be one tax now, and 15 states are required for it to be implemented. And the Twitter handle is Ask GST GOI. GOI means Government of India, and GST Council is chaired by the Minister of Finance. Recently, they had their 14th meeting, GST Council meeting in Srinagar. Bank of Baroda board has approved the raising of how much additional capital funds for the financial year 2018, that is 2017-18. Bank of Baroda. They will raise 6,000 crore by equity capital and 3,000 crore by additional tier 1 capital instrument. So total they will raise 9,000 crore rupees. Which country topped as the world's premier greenfield FDI destination for second year in a row as per the Foreign Direct Investment Report 2017 compiled by the FDI Intelligence? Please note that greenfield, brownfield, there are two types of FDI. Greenfield is when a company, let's say, comes from some other country and invest in India in a new venture, new company, it opens a new office, new company, completely new, that is greenfield. Brownfield is if it invests in the existing enterprise. So in greenfield, India remains #1, most attractive, world's premier greenfield FDI destination, and for second year in a row. Second is China and third is USA. International Day of Action for Women's Health was observed on which day? So there are a lot of diseases specific to women like menorrhagia, like like when the menstrual cycle, and a lot of different types of diseases are there. Some, like for example, autoimmune disease like lupus, etc. 90% they affect women. So there has to be awareness about women's health. For that, we have an international day, which is May the 28th. Defense Minister Arun Jaitley, who is also Finance Minister, given additional charge of Defense Minister because the ex-Defense Minister Manohar Parrikar was made the Chief CM of Goa. So Defense Minister Arun Jaitley inaugurated first of its kind aeronautical test range where, and this has been made with a cost of 1300 crore rupees in Karnataka in Chitradurg district, the beautiful district of Chitradurg in Karnataka. Karnataka has a Congress government and Siddaramaiah is the Chief Minister. And Governor of Karnataka is Mr. Vajubhai Vala. Mr. Vajubhai Vala is the Governor of Karnataka. Tamilnadu Chief Minister Edappadi K Pallaswamy, he inaugurated a desilting scheme for the Mettur Dam. Desilting is when you remove the silt from the water. And this dam is one of the oldest. It was constructed in the year 1934. It is built on which river? So it's Tamil Nadu. So the answer is Kaveri. Kaveri is the only river in the South India or the peninsular India which has water 24/7, 365 days a year. That is why it is called Ganga of South. And Kaveri dispute is there between Karnataka and Tamil Nadu because this river takes its origin from Karnataka and then it goes to Tamil Nadu. So the answer is Kaveri. And Tamil Nadu governor is C. Vidyasagar Rao. Jindal Steel and Power recently commissioned India's largest blast furnace. Where? This is a very important question. They did it in Odisha in the district of Angul. And Odisha has a Biju Janata Dal government. Chief Minister is Naveen Patnaik. Capital is Bhubaneswara. Now please note that they have invested 33,000 crore rupees, which is almost $5 billion. So, and they have also increased the capacity of this steel plant. This is the largest steel plant, integrated steel plant of Odisha, from 2 million ton per annum to 6 million ton per annum. Which Indian American has been confirmed by the Senate to the 6th US Circuit Court of Appeals. Court of Appeals, there are only 2 Indians. One was before this and now he has become only the second Indian to be appointed in the Court of Appeals. His name is Amul Thapar. Who recently became the 3rd climber to scale Mount Everest for most number of time. So there are only 3 people in the world who have climbed Mount Everest 21 times. So recently 3rd person he climbed 21st time. He also equaled the record for the first 2. His name is Kami Rita Sherpa. Please note who are the other 2. So one is what you call Apa Sherpa, APA, Apa Sherpa, and second is Furba Sherpa. So Apa Sherpa, Furba Sherpa and Kami Rita Sherpa, the only 3 people in the world to climb Mount Everest 21 times. Now there is an Indian also. His name is Lav Raj Singh Dharamshaktu. Lav Raj Singh Dharamshaktu. He has climbed Mount Everest 6 times and he is a BSF personnel. Now my question for you today, first question, is very difficult. There is a girl from Arunachal Pradesh who climbed Mount Everest 2 times within 1 week and created a world record. Can you write her name in the comments below? Department of Industrial Policy and Promotion, DIPP, it has amended the definition of a startup to include the entity that have been incorporated not prior to 7 years or 10 years from the biotech. This has been extended from previous period of existence of what? So this is an important question because see, startup is a new business, right? So previously from the date of registration till 5 years, we used to call it a startup. Now this has been increased to 7 years for most of the companies except biotech. For biotech, it has been increased from 5 years to 10 years. So the answer is previously it was 5 years. Heritage Line of Delhi Metro was recently inaugurated by our Union Minister Venkaiah Naidu, who is our Minister for Information Broadcasting also, for Urban Development and Poverty Alleviation also. So how many stations will it cover? This Heritage Metro, it will cover 3 stations. Which are those 3 stations, can you tell me? So it will cover the Red Fort, Jama Masjid and Delhi Gate. Now in Delhi NCR, total 217 km of metro is there and it covers 162 stations. The first copy of the book Man Ki Baat, A Social Revolution on Radio, it was presented to our President Pranab Mukherjee. The preface of the book has been written by which famous person? It has been written by the Prime Minister of Japan, Shinzo Abe. He has written the preface of this book. And our President Pranab Mukherjee, he also received the first copy of another book, which is called Marching with a Billion. Marching with a Billion. What is the name of the cyclone that recently hit the Bay of Bengal? So please note there were 2 cyclones, okay? One is called the cyclone Maruta, okay? And now it is cyclone Mora. Now Mora has not affected India, it has hit Bangladesh, but there is a warning for India also. So watch for yourself. Which non-government organization was recently presented Dr. Ambedkar National Award by President Pranab Mukherjee? So Dr. Ambedkar, he was the chairman of the drafting committee of the Constitution, one of the greatest Indians who has ever lived. And this NGO was awarded for social upliftment, for social work. It was awarded. The name of this NGO is Amar Seva Sangam. Amar Seva Sangam. Now there were other winners also, like Mr. S.K. Thorat. Then there is an organization called Samta Sainik Dal, SAMTA SAINIK Sainik Dal, Samta Sainik Dal, and there is Babu Lal Nirmal. So two individuals, S.K. Thorat and Babu Lal Nirmal, were awarded Dr. Ambedkar National Award. Tribal Research and Culture Institute recently published a book on the Rayang tribes. Can you tell me Rayang tribes, they belong to which state? And they are very, very vulnerable. So they are classified as particularly vulnerable tribal group. And there was a book also on their condition. So they are the tribes from Tripura. Now my question for you. Who is our tribal minister? Union Minister for Tribes. Write down in comments. Mark Zuckerberg, he is a college dropout from Harvard University. But he recently got the Doctors of Laws degree from which university? So the answer is Harvard. He is the CEO of Facebook. Who, or rather when was who? This is the World Health Organization, not who. World Health Organization. Now let me tell you the most important question with respect to World Health Organization. World Health Organization has had Margaret Chan as the head. Now he has been replaced. I'll still not tell his name. I'll tell later, but find out. His name starts with T. Now, World Health Organization observes World No Tobacco Day, right? And this time the theme was tobacco, a threat to development. Now, tobacco is of two types. One is the chewable tobacco, like the pan, gutka and all that. And one is the smokable tobacco, which is BD cigarette and all that. So, World No Tobacco Day we observe on May the 31st. This is one of the most asked questions in the exam. Let me tell you this. Renowned fashion designer Laura Biagotti, she passed away. She was from which country? So, she was a fashion icon. She was called the Queen of Kashmir. Kashmere. She was from Italy. Which Indian ship was recently put in the non-operational category? It has become dysfunctional. It was put in the non-operational category. It is INS Ganga. Old ship, 1985 it was commissioned. Which city became the first in India with electric mass mobility system? Electric mass mobility system has a capacity right now of 200 electric cars. It has an electric fleet and it is in Nagpur. And our Minister for Road Transport, Highway, Shipping is Nitin Gadkari. As per a report by Deloitte, what is India's rank in Asia Pacific in terms of complexity in taxation system? So we need to make our tax system more, less complex. It is very, very complex. In fact, it is the second most complex system in Asia Pacific after China. So China's tax system is even worse. And IMF has given an advice to India, please make your tax system more accessible or more simple for the common person. India recently conducted Siam Bharat Humanitarian Assistance and Disaster Relief tabletop exercise. With which country? This is an exercise related to the disaster relief. We did it with Thailand. Which team won the badminton's Sudirman Cup held in Gold Coast, Australia? One of the most prestigious badminton trophies. Sudirman Cup. China has won it 10 times, but this time China was upset in the final by South Korea. So South Korea won it first time. China has won it 10 times. Environment Ministry's expert panel recently cleared India's first river linking project. Two rivers will be linked, Ken and Betwa, right? So, Ken and Betwa will be linked, and Ken river is there in Madhya Pradesh and Betwa is in Uttar Pradesh. Now, this plan involves diversion of 6,000 hectares of forest from which tiger reserve? This tiger reserve is the famous Panna Tiger Reserve. And this is a very, very important question. Employees Provident Fund Organization, they have increased the investment limit in the exchange traded funds from the existing 10% to what? So from 10% now it will be 15%. And our labor minister is Bandaru Dattatreya. When is Reserve Bank of India going to observe Financial Literacy Week to spread awareness about the digital and finance and all that? So this they will organize from June 5th to 9th. 5th June to 9th of June. It will basically based on 4 things: KYC, credit discipline, grievances redressal, and going digital. Jaideep Mazumdar, he is India's new ambassador. He has been appointed as India's new ambassador to which country? So he is our new ambassador to Philippines. Capital of Philippines is Manila, headquarter of Asian Development Bank, and Philippines president is Rodrigo Duterte. Please note that ambassador is a general term and high commissioner also means the same. In Commonwealth countries, we use the term high commissioner. Who has been selected to represent India as a young journalist at the Global Football for Friendship social program in Russia? So her name is Ananya Kamboj. She is from Chandigarh. India's longest river bridge, Dhola to Sadia. It was recently inaugurated. It has been named after which legendary singer? So this is an easy question. His name is Bhupen Hazarika, one of the greatest personalities from Assam. And this bridge is 9.15 kilometer long, and it is built on the river Lohit River. Now please note, India's second longest bridge is Bandra-Worli Sea Link. It is only 3.55 kilometer. So this is almost 3 times longer than the second longest in India. And more than 2000 crore rupees has been spent on this. It will connect Assam with eastern Arunachal Pradesh. Where was Slum Yuva Daud flagged off by the Sports Minister Vijay Goyal to mark the beginning of the Adopt Slum campaign? Adopt Slum campaign. This photo is of our Minister for Sports and Youth Affairs with independent charge, Mr. Vijay Goyal. And this marathon was conducted at New Delhi. Vani Sarujja Rao has been appointed as India's ambassador to which country? It's a Scandinavian country, Finland. Capital is Helsinki. Pravind Jagannath, he recently visited India. He is the Prime Minister of which country? This country is very, very important for India, and we have signed 4 agreements with this country. In fact, we will give a loan of, or a credit line of $500 million also, $500 million also to this country. He is the Prime Minister of Mauritius. Capital is Port Louis. And we have signed MOUs in the field of cooperation on maritime security, marine science technology. We will also set up a civil services college in Mauritius. World's highest gain high power laser amplifier. It has been developed by the scientists where? It has been developed by the University of Strathclyde, and this university is in Scotland. Capital of Scotland is Edinburgh. Who won the gold medal at the Ternøy Satellite Fencing Championship, which was held in Reykjavik, capital of Iceland? She has become the first Indian to ever, in the history of India, to win any international fencing championship. Her name is Bhavani Devi. Which state government has announced a pension scheme for journalists at the recently held Swarna Jayanti journalist meet? Journalists will be paid a pension of 10,000 rupees. They will also have a lifetime insurance of 10 lakh rupees and a mediclaim of 5 lakh rupees. These facilities were provided by the government of Haryana. And Haryana governor is Kaptan Singh Solanki. And Chief Minister is Manohar Lal Khattar. Super Cop, Kanwar Pal Singh Gill. He passed away. He was the former Director General of Police of which state? He was responsible for eliminating the Khalistani terrorism. And he was from Punjab. World Health Organization recently reported 3 cases of Zika virus in India. In which city? They reported it in Ahmedabad. There was Vibrant Gujarat Summit also, and they said that, Vibrant Gujarat Summit, they deliberately tried to hide the Zika virus cases. Anyways, Zika virus is spread by the same mosquito which spreads dengue, which is called Aedes aegypti. Okay, and another thing, I told you Margaret Chan is no more the head of WHO. So who is the head? Finally, I will tell you the name. Tedros Adhanom. Tedros Adhanom. My second question for you today. What is the nationality of Tedros Adhanom? Write down in comments. What was the theme of the 2017 International Day of UN Peacekeepers that was observed on May 29th? Please note that UN Peacekeepers, the largest contributor of personnel is India. Our troops go in the maximum numbers. And the theme was investing in peace around the world. And remember that day also, May the 29th. Where did Apple recently open its first store in Southeast Asia? Apple CEO is Tim Cook. And its headquarters is in California, USA. So it is Singapore. Which Indian company has been ranked among the top 10 on the Forbes global list in the consumer financial services sector? It is the only Indian company in top 10. Its name is HDFC. And Aditya Puri is the managing director of this company. And the number 1 company in the world in financial services sector is American Express. Number 2 is Capital One. And number 3 is Visa. So in Forbes 2000, there were total 58 companies. Now please note, there was another report by Brand Finance. India's most valuable company is Tata and India's most powerful company is ITC. There is a village which is called Dailong village. It is in the Tamenglong district. It has been declared as a biodiversity heritage site by which state? It's the capital of this state is Imphal. Chief Minister is Biren Singh. Governor is Najma Haptullah. So this is Manipur. Which probe of NASA discovered in its 6th flyby recently that the poles of Jupiter is the largest planet, but the poles, North Pole and South Pole of Jupiter, they are covered with Earth-sized storms. So, I mean, just the poles have Earth-sized storms. So, this has been shown by Juno. Juno is very, very important. Juno was launched in 2011 to explore Jupiter. Which country has topped globally in adoption of biometrics technique as per Hong Kong and Shanghai Banking Corporation's Trust in Technology report? The headquarters of HSBC is in London and this country is India. In fact, India is 3 times more likely than any other country to adopt biometric technique. Rakesh Sarna has resigned from his position of Chief Executive Officer of which Tata company? So he was the CEO of Tata Hotels. And Tata, the parent group, Tata Sons, its chairman is N. Chandrasekharan, who was previously the chairman of Tata Consultancy Service. In a first, there is a 3D bioprint of cartilage. It has been developed by scientists in which country? So it has been developed by the scientists in IIT Kharagpur in India. And this is very, very important because it can, in IIT Delhi actually, along with some expertise from IIT Kanpur, not Kharagpur, IIT Delhi and some help from IIT Kanpur. So Mr. Saurabh Ghosh has done it. Mr. Saurabh Ghosh. So the answer is India, and it will immensely help the patients who have fractures and any orthopedic abnormalities. Which Formula 1 racer recently won the Monaco Grand Prix, which was held in Monte Carlo? So this time it was not won by Lewis Hamilton, this time it was won by Sebastian Vettel. Sebastian Vettel drives Ferrari car. And Kimi Räikkönen finished second. He also drives Ferrari. So both the Ferrari teammates finished first and second. Lewis Hamilton drives Mercedes. Construction of world's largest telescope recently began. The name of this telescope is ELT, extremely large telescope. And it will be built where? So it is being built in Chile. It is 5 times the size of any existing telescope in the world. Chile's capital is Santiago. Now NATO summit took place where? This year's NATO summit, that is 28th North Atlantic Treaty Organization summit, was recently held in Brussels. Please also note the headquarter of NATO is also in Brussels. Brussels is the capital of Belgium. And next NATO summit, that is in 2018, it will take place in Istanbul, which is in Turkey. How many merchant bankers have been selected by the government to manage Indian Oil Corporation stake sale of 3%? So government wants to dilute 3% stake in Indian Oil Corporation, which is the most profitable PSU, and this is worth 6,000 crore rupees. So Indian Oil Corporation and 5 companies will see out this stake sale. So they are Goldman Sachs, Citigroup, Dosh Equity, SBI Capital Market and ICICI Securities. So the answer is 5. And government's share is almost 58% in this PSU. Where was the annual meeting of African Development Bank recently held? So it was held in the capital of Gujarat, Gandhinagar. Another thing you should know, African Development Bank, total there are 78 members. And the headquarter of this bank is in Abidjan. This is very important question. Abidjan is where? It is in Ivory Coast. Now there was another important thing that there were 6 countries which have joined the International Solar Alliance. And International Solar Alliance is by the leadership of India and France. So which countries are these? They are Nauru, Djibouti, Comoros, Ivory Coast, Somalia and Ghana. Who has been elected as the chairman of International Fertilizer Association, IFA? And he is only the 3rd Indian in the last 90 years to have this honor. So he is Rakesh Kapoor, and the headquarter of International Fertilizer Association is in Paris, the same place where you have the headquarter of UNESCO. And this was decided in their annual conference, which was held in Morocco. It was not in the capital of Morocco, Rabat, but at a place called Marrakech. Marrakech. Where is World Street Food Congress being held? So it is going on in Manila, which is the capital of Philippines. Who has been appointed as the secretary of CBSE? See, CBSE chairman is Mr. R.K. Chaturvedi. Don't forget that. Chairman of CBSE is R.K. Chaturvedi, but the secretary is recently appointed and his name is Anurag Tripathi. 8th Kashish International Queer Film Festival recently began where? So if it is in India, most likely it is in Mumbai, and the answer is financial capital of India, Mumbai. Which bank has received $100 million from Asian Development Bank, which is a part of the solar project, which will cost $500 million. Out of these $500 million, $330 million will be provided by ADB and $170 million will be provided by the CTF, which is the Clean Technology Fund. So this bank is Punjab National Bank. Punjab National Bank recently changed their Managing Director, CEO. Earlier it was Usha Ananthasubramaniam. Now who is the Managing Director of Punjab National Bank? Write down in comments. This is my second question for you today. Scientists have recently discovered a fish. This fish is called Squaleus alburnoides. Now fish are vertebrates. So, but in vertebrate there is sexual reproduction, which means there are genes from both mother and father. But in this fish, only genes of father are there. So this is a strange surprise in genetics. But this fish has been discovered where? This fish has been discovered in Portugal. The capital of Portugal is Lisbon, and Portugal have a very important player in Cristiano Ronaldo. Who has been appointed as the first woman chancellor of Jamia Millia Islamia? She was the earlier Union Minister for Minority Affairs. Of course, now the Union Minister for Minority Affairs is Mukhtar Abbas Naqvi. Her name is Najma Abdullah. She is also the governor of Manipur. Constantine Mitsotakis. He passed away. He was the former prime minister of which country? He was the former Prime Minister of Greece. Capital of Greece is Athens. Athens was the host for first ever Olympics in 1896, and also in 2004 Olympics were in Athens. Who are the two new members to be appointed to the Banks Board Bureau? Banks Board Bureau is headed by Mr. Vinod Rai. He is the ex-Comptroller and Auditor General of India. Two new members are Subbalakshmi Panse and Pradeep Shah. So the answer is 3 and 4. Legendary filmmaker Dasari Narayan Rao. He passed away. He was from where? So he was from Telangana. He has the Guinness World Record for directing maximum number of films, 151 films in Telugu and other languages. Legend, absolute legend. He was also a journalist. He was also a politician. He was also a writer. He was also, I mean, what he was not. He was everything. Now, please note that he was also a Minister of State for Coal in the Manmohan Singh cabinet. Inland Waterways Authority of India recently organized a road show where? Inland Waterways Authority of India. They did it recently in Guwahati in Assam. Chief Minister is Sarbanand Sonowal and Governor is Banwarilal Purohit. Which player has been awarded the European Golden Shoe for the 4th time? Golden Shoe is awarded to the person who scores maximum number of goals in Europe. So 4th time it has been awarded to Lionel Messi, and Cristiano Ronaldo also has four Golden Shoe. So they are tied up now. Lionel Messi is from Barcelona and he plays for Argentina. Cristiano Ronaldo is from Portugal and he plays for Real Madrid. A prisoner swap agreement has been signed between which two countries? They will swap their prisoners and get back their prisoners basically. It has been signed between Kazakhstan and Australia. The Prime Minister of Australia is Malcolm Turnbull and Australia's capital is Canberra. Kazakhstan's capital is Astana. There is a robot which is called Bless You 2. Now this robot will give you blessings. This robot has been placed in a church in which country? It has been placed in Germany. Scientists have found a unique gene in the natives of village Milopotamos. And see, everyone who lives in village Milopotamos, they have a special gene in their body which prevents them from heart disease. So this village is located where? This village is located in Greece. 66th edition of the plenary of the Northeastern Council was recently held. Who is the Minister of State for Development of the Northeastern Region? That is Department of Development of Northeastern Region, DONER. It is Dr. Jitendra Singh. Now, previously there were 7 states in this Development of Northeastern Region. Now Sikkim was also included, so now there are 8. Minister of Shipping recently laid the foundation stone of how many connectivity projects worth more than 1,000 crore rupees at the JNPT. JNPT is the Jawaharlal Nehru Port Trust. And Jawaharlal Nehru Port is also called Nhava Sheva. It is in Maharashtra, in Mumbai. So, and our Minister for Shipping and for Road Transport is Nitin Gadkari. Total projects are 8. Where has been the new office of the National Sample Survey Office, NSSO? It has been called Shank Yiki Bhavan. It has been inaugurated. It is the new office of NSSO. It was inaugurated by Sadanand Gowda. Sadanand Gowda is who? He is the Minister for Statistics and Program Implementation. So it was inaugurated in New Delhi, the capital. Which country has raised a red flag with the Ministry of External Affairs, over the Indian government's flagship e-migrate program? And they say that it is a violation of their breach of their sovereignty. So this will affect the India's good relation with UAE. Capital is Abu Dhabi. Which state government has launched their web portal which is called Mahaswayam? This will be basically for skill development, for employment opportunities. This has been done by the Maharashtra government, which is a coalition government of the BJP and Shiv Sena. Chief Minister is Devendra Fadnavis and Governor is C. Vidyasagar Rao. What is India's rank among 131 countries in female participation in the workforce? So, do females comprise a lot of percentage in Indian workforce? Not yet. As said by World Bank in the report called India Development Report, we are a dismal 120 out of 131 countries. In India, only 27% of all the workforce is constituted by women. And the number of women in the workforce has been decreasing from 2005 continuously. Which Bollywood actor is going to lead government's campaign called Darwaza Band, which means door closed? So basically this is to spread awareness about open defecation. That is why you must close your door. Do not do defecation in the open. Do it in a proper toilet. And for that, 2 Bollywood stars have been roped in. One is Amitabh Bachchan ji and one is Anushka Sharma. Anushka Sharma. My third question for you today. Anushka Sharma is fiance of which Indian cricket player? Write down in comments. And our Union Drinking Water and Sanitation Minister is Narendra Singh Tomar. Which state government recently initiated a water conservation campaign? Water conservation. Can you identify this person? I'm sure you can't. So he is Trivendra Singh Rawat and he is the Chief Minister of Uttarakhand. So he flagged off 2 Jal Chetana Rath, which means water, conservation of water awareness Rath. So Uttarakhand is the answer. And Uttarakhand governor is KK Paul. Researchers at which IIT they have developed a soil-to-soil manufacturing technology which will change the way biofuel is manufactured. This research was done by the IIT Kharagpur researchers. Which Indian cricketer is the only player in the top 10 of ICC cricket ratings, one-day cricket rating? He is third in the batsman category, Virat Kohli captain. And chairman of ICC is Shashank Manohar. The headquarter of ICC is in Dubai and president of ICC is Zahir Abbas. Second edition of 3-day long India Open of Surfing recently began where? So it was on Shashi Hitlu Beach. Can you tell me where is Shashi Hitlu Beach? It is 30 kilometers from Mangaluru in Karnataka. Who has been appointed as the Vice Chairman of National Commission for Minority? Vice Chairman. Vice Chairman is Mr. George Kurian. George Kurian. And last week, Mr. Syed Hassan Razvi. Full name is Syed Ghayorul Hassan Razvi was appointed as Chairman of the National Commission for Minority. And our Minority Minister is Mukhtar Abbas Naqvi. Manuel Noriega, he passed away. He was the former dictator of which country? He was the former dictator of Panama, capital is Panama City. As per the Ministry of Finance, the subscriber base for Atal Pension Yojana has reached what? And this Atal Pension Yojana is for 18 to 40 age bracket. Subscriber base has reached 53 lakh now. Now there is a all-women television channel which is called Zen TV. It has been launched in which country? And everything from presenter to producer will be women. It has been done in Afghanistan. The president of Afghanistan is Ashraf Ghani and capital is Kabul. What is the name of India's global positioning system which is going to be operational in 2018? It has been called IRNSS, also called NAVIC. Now what is NAVIC? NAVIC means Navigation with Indian Constellation. Navigation with Indian Constellation. And IRNSS means Indian Regional Navigation Satellite System. We will have our own satellite navigation system, GPS, which will show us the images of India and surrounding. It is built with a cost of 1420 crore rupees. So very, very important. Which Indian cricketer has become the first Indian woman to be selected to play in the Kia T20 Super League, which will be hosted by England and Wales? So she is captain of Indian T20 women team, Harmanpreet Kaur. Which city is going to host the first ever India Mobile Congress from September 27 to 29? It will be hosted in New Delhi. It will be India's alternative to the Western countries. They have Barcelona Mobile World Congress. In Eastern country, they have the Shanghai Mobile World Congress. India has a vacuum in that sense. So India will now have its own Mobile World Congress in New Delhi. Gujarat Cooperative Milk Marketing Federation, GCMMF, it has signed an agreement to assess fodder acreage with which important institute? This organization is ISRO. ISRO is headquartered in Bengaluru and the chairman of ISRO is A.S. Kiran Kumar. And Gujarat Cooperative Milk Marketing Federation, it markets its product as Amul. Which state government has announced to impose a fine of 5,000 rupees if anybody uses plastics, buying, selling of plastics, anything from July onwards? This has been done by the government of Goa. Chief Minister is Manohar Parrikar and Governor is Mridula Sinha. Who has been awarded Dadasaheb Phalke Academy Award in the category Internationally Acclaimed Actress? This is a new category that has been introduced and she is of course Priyanka Chopra, international star. Baywatch movie is coming and Dwayne Johnson will act opposite Priyanka Chopra. India recently signed an MOU with Fiji for cooperation in the field of what? This will be in the field of defense. We have signed MOU with Fiji. Which city's police has launched a bicycle patrol scheme to increase the police presence in the congested area? So they will keep a vigil in those areas where congested area the vehicle cannot go. So they will do it on bicycle. For that, very, very modern 65 high-end bicycles have been bought and this will be done in Delhi. Chief Minister of Delhi is Kejriwal and Governor is Anil Bajal. Kiran Ashar, he passed away recently. He was associated with which sport? So he was a wicket keeper. He was a cricket player from Mumbai. Which country successfully conducted its first ever missile defense test involving simulated attack by an intercontinental ballistic missile? So intercontinental ballistic missile is the one which leaves the Earth atmosphere, then it comes back, and it is different to a cruise missile. Cruise missile is just like an aeroplane. It travels in a straight line and hits the target. But ballistic missile goes out of the atmosphere and then it comes in. So it is for very long distances. So intercontinental means one continent to another. North Korea does not have ICBM. That is the only good thing about North Korea. Otherwise, US was on target. Anyways, so this test was conducted by USA and USA president is Donald Trump of the Republican Party. How many Indian cities they featured on the latest edition of John Lascelles ranking of global 300 cities? So in global 30, only 2 Indian cities were there, Delhi and Mumbai. And global 300, there were 9 Indian cities. Scientists have discovered a potentially habitable Earth-like planet. that may host liquid water. It is located at a distance of what? It is located at a distance of 21 light years from Earth. Excellence Award in the institutional category for 2015-16 was recently conferred by Defence Minister Arun Jaitley on what? He gave this award to Hindustan Aeronautics Limited. Which country is going to be the first to have all the government-owned ports running on renewable energy? For that, they are making provision like 150 megawatt of solar power and 50 megawatt of wind power. This will be done by India on all the 12 major domestic ports of India. Which state government has decided to extend the retirement age of doctors from 60 to 62 because more than 7,000 posts of doctors are lying vacant, and the governor of this state is Ram Nayak. So this state is Uttar Pradesh. Yogi Adityanath is CM. Union Minister of Earth Sciences is going to launch Deep Ocean Mission by which year? And our Union Minister for Earth Science and Tech and now Environment also is Dr. Harshvardhan, and this will be done by the year 2018. And a lot of organizations are participating in it, like ISRO, like DRDO, Defense Research Development Organization, NIO, and so on. Who has been awarded the 2017 Pen Malamud Award for Excellence in the Short Story category? Legendary writer, and she was also the winner of the Pulitzer Prize in the year 2000 for Interpreter of Melodies. That was the name of the book, and her name is, of course, Jhumpa Lahiri. Reserve Bank of India has announced to soon issue revamped notes of which denomination? So they will be 1 rupee notes. I have told already about it. They will bear the photo of Sagar Samrat, which is our oil exploration platform in Mumbai. Who has been appointed as the chairman of the National Commission for Scheduled Caste? He will replace Mr. P.L. Punia. So the new chairman for National Commission for Scheduled Caste is Ram Shankar Katheria. Which state's cabinet has decided to enact a new law declaring all the band and blockades illegal? Because there are a lot of blockades here by various fringe groups. This state is Manipur, and CM is Biren Singh. Film producer Parvatamma Rajkumar, who recently passed away. She was the wife of the legendary actor Rajkumar. She was associated with the film industry. So the answer is very simple. It was the Kannada film industry. 4th India-Germany intergovernmental consultation. They recently began where? So Modi is on a visit to 4 countries. One of them is Germany. So the answer is Berlin, capital of Germany. He is on a visit to France, Russia, Germany, and which country? Which is the 4th country that I missed? Write down in comments. Moody's Investor Service has projected India's economy will grow by how much percent in this fiscal? 2017-18 financial year 2018, India will grow by 7.5% according to Moody's. Moody's was established in 1909 and the founder was John Moody. How many Indian cricketers have been listed on the ESPN World Fame 100 list? So in the 100 most famous sportsmen in the world, only 4 Indians are there and all are cricketers. So Virat Kohli is at 13th place. Mahendra Singh Dhoni is at 15th place. Yuvraj Singh and Suresh Raina have also made it to the list. So total there are 4. And world's most famous sportsman is Ronaldo, Cristiano Ronaldo of Portugal. And second is Mr. LeBron James. He's a basketball player who plays in NBA. Third is Lionel Messi. And fourth is Roger Federer. Which company has been awarded the HR Innovation of the Year for its significant contribution to skill development in the automotive sector? These were awards, the Asia Pacific Excellence Awards held in the Hong Kong. This company is Tata Motors of India. So these were the best multiple choice questions for these 5 days. Last week, new month, new hope, new exam. So in this month, you will have the very, very important UPSC prelims exam. And one of our faculty, Bhumika Saini, who have made environment ecology, science and technology, she has cleared IAS with a rank of 664. So very soon she will be posted. I mean, after her training in Mussoorie, she will be posted as the income tax commissioner or sales tax commissioner somewhere. So we are very proud of her, and very soon we'll be organizing a live stream session so that she can give some guidance to you on how to prepare for UPSC. Thanks a lot.